The most powerful person in the room is the quietest one. Because when people can't read you, they can't control you. And in a world where everyone overshares emotions, intentions, and weaknesses, being unreadable is a dangerous kind of power. Hi, my name is Aidan, and welcome to my channel, The Introvert Speaks. Most people move through life emotionally exposed. Their face reveals stress, their voice reveals insecurity, their reaction reveals weakness, and because of that, people instantly know how to influence them. But someone who stays emotionally controlled, trust me, that person becomes impossible to decode because unpredictability creates psychological tension. I mean, just think about it. Why do calm people naturally command attention? Why do mysterious people seem more attractive? Why do silent people appear more intelligent? Because the human brain fears what it can't figure out. Because when people can't figure you out, they start studying you more carefully. Your silence becomes louder than words. And suddenly, you hold the psychological advantage. Not because you said more, but because you revealed less. Most people lose power the moment they react emotionally. Like anger, defensiveness, neediness, or over explaining. These things expose your internal state. And trust me, once people understand your emotional triggers, it becomes easy for them to manipulate you. But being hard to read means controlling your reactions, not suppressing them, but controlling the access to them. There's a huge difference. Because, see, a dangerous person isn't someone who explodes emotionally. A dangerous person is someone who stays calm while everyone else loses control. Because calmness under pressure signals strength. Now imagine two people in an argument. One is strong, reacting, desperate to prove themselves, but the other stays composed, relaxed, almost unreadable. Who looks more powerful? Exactly. The person who controls themselves controls the frame, and the frame controls the situation. Most people need constant reassurance. That's why most individuals overshare constantly. They explain themselves too much, talk too much, they reveal too much too early. But let me tell you something, mystery creates fascination. When people can't fully understand you, their mind keeps returning to you. And it's psychological because the brain naturally tries to complete unfinished patterns. That's why mysterious characters in movies feel magnetic, and that's why quiet confidence feels attractive, and that's why the less available you are emotionally, the more valuable you appear because rarity creates value. Now, this is not about becoming distant or artificial. It means understanding that not every thought deserves expression, not every emotion deserves display, and not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Because the strongest people know how to protect their energy. Here's something that most people never realize, that silence is a weapon. When you stop filling every gap with words, people become uncomfortable. And uncomfortable people start talking. They explain more, reveal insecurities, expose intentions. Meanwhile, you learn everything while revealing nothing. That's power. Because information is leverage. The person speaking the least is often observing the most. And this is why emotionally intelligent people pause before responding. They don't rush to defend themselves. They don't react instantly. They understand that silence creates pressure and pressure reveals truth. And sometimes the strongest response is no response. Because silence forces people to sit with their own thoughts. And most people can handle that. Look, being hard to read is really about self mastery. It's about discipline, the ability to stay grounded when emotions try to control you. Because the world rewards emotional stability. People trust calm leaders, respect composed individuals, and fear people who remain controlled under pressure. Not because they are loud, but because they radiate certainty. And certainty is powerful because the less reactive you become, the more untouchable you appear. That's why true power is quiet. It doesn't beg for attention, it doesn't chase validation, and it never needs to prove itself. Because in a world where everyone reveals everything, the person who controls the emotions controls their reality. So stop explaining yourself to everyone, stop reacting to everything, and stop giving people unlimited access to your mind. Because the moment people realize they can't read you, trust me, they start respecting you differently. So that's all for today's video. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.